What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Don't forget as well, please, to like and share the video. Thank you to everyone that does that. You can also support the channel as well now. I do have a Patreon account. The link is in the description. All right. So the full fight card is in now, or at least I think it's the full fight card. How many fights on this card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah, 7's about right, I guess. Although it is risky when you've got, 5 heavyweight fights, which could all end just like that. But 7-fight card for Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua. What do you guys think of the fight card? Happy or not? Going on social media, I think it's fair to say we're a bit mixed with it. Scores on the doors, people. This is easier. Scores on the doors. Out of 10, what would you score this fight card? I would give it 7. 7 out of 10. I think Ruiz, Joshua, I think we can all admit that probably going to be a good one. POVETKIN, Hunter will be a good one. And I think Hrgović, Molina will be a good one as well. I really do. But let's have a look at the full fight card from the bottom up. So Diego Pacheco, I don't know too much about him. A middleweight from the States, unbeaten, 7 fights, 7 wins. He takes on Laverne Shania. You never know with these prospects, but I'm sure he'll get the win. I'm very interested to see Ivan Price, Ivan Drago Hopi Price, unbeaten, obviously just the 1 fight so far. But I did read about him the other day, and he's the Youth Olympics gold medalist. He won that in Buenos Aires. He takes on Swede Mohammadi, who's 12-6. That's a decent little test, right? 12-6 is not bad for a guy in his second fight. Normally it's something like 1-50. Check it out. Normally it's like that. This guy I'm really interested in seeing, and that's Majidov. This is his second fight. He takes on Tom Little. Now I don't know if you guys know too much about Majidov, but you should if you know your boxing. As an amateur, pretty much won everything. Sort of 3 times world champion. I think European medalist, definitely Olympic medalist. Beat AJ in the final of the 2011 World Championships. Didn't look good in his first fight, we'll say that. So you do wonder if they waited too late to turn him over as a pro. I think he's like 34. And Tom Little does come to have a scrap. He does. I know people might say he's limited. We get that. He is limited. But he does come to fight. So he's going to put it on Majidov. So it'll be good to see how Majidov handles that. Dillian White added to the card against Marius Vac. Yeah, say what you want about Dillian White. It's good to see him back. You know, I've made my videos. I've said what I needed to say. Marius Vac will give him a few rounds, but you expect Dillian White to come out swinging and get rid of him sort of 5-6 maybe. Yeah, 5 or 6. Marius Vac's not what he used to be at all. He's 39 now. I think he's lost 3 of his last 5. Got stopped by Bakoli couple of fights back and hasn't really done much since then. He's fought a couple of guys, but no one of note. So Dillian White should get the job done there. Hrgović versus Molina is a good one. Obviously, people very excited about Hrgović. He's kind of that new breed of good heavyweights. You think of him, you think of Tony Yoka, you think of Danny Dubois, you think of Efe Ajagba. There's like 5 or 6 very good ones that are just below the top guys. He's one of those 5. Eric Molina, though, is decent. Eric Molina ain't no slouch at all. Has had this weird issue with UCAD recently. So have a few on this. But I think that's going to be a good little scrap. Honestly, I think that's going to be a very good scrap. If people are thinking that Hrgović is going to blow Molina away, don't see it happening. I really don't. I think Molina causes him some problems. I think Hrgović will get the job done, but I don't think it's going to be easy. To my fight of the night, POVETKIN versus Michael Hunter. This is going to be a great fight. Famous last words. I do think it is, though. I think we both know what they're about, right? And both of them will stand in the middle and trade. That's what they do. Both of them can box. Funny, they can. POVETKIN, great amateur experience. Hunter, same thing. But once the red mist descends, boy, oh boy. And then the big one, AJ versus Andy Ruiz Jr. Actually, let me say it correctly. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus AJ. Let's give the champion the credit and say his name first. I ain't got a clue. I ain't got a clue how this one goes down. And don't listen to anyone that says they have got a clue. They haven't got a clue either. So what do you guys think? That's the card. Let's go over it one more time. So we've got Pacheco, unbeaten kid from America. We've got Hopi Price, good amateur. We've got Majidov, very good amateur versus Tom Little. Dylan White versus Marius Vac. Hrgovic versus Molina, good scrap. Povetkin versus Hunter. And Ruiz Jr. versus Joshua. I will say this though, Hrgovic versus Molina is for the WBC international heavyweight titles. Whoever wins does go shooting up the WBC rankings. I'm shocked that that's actually for that. And Povetkin versus Hunter's for nothing. Even though one of them at the end of the fight will hold some form of a belt. You know how it works. But yeah, again, what did I say? 7 out of 10? I think it's a 7 out of 10. I think Ruiz, Joshua, Povetkin, Hunter, and Hrgovic, Molina, all good fights. And I'm very interested to see Majidov versus Tom Little and Ivan Hopi Price as well. I think, is he trained by Dave Caldwell? I could be wrong, yeah. I think he is. But yeah, decent. 7 out of 10. What do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.